it says adding. Right. Fantastic. How are
Okay,
you?
can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
I'm doing pretty well. How are you, man? I'm really interested to know how exactly you're going to use scientific discourse to prove something that cannot be proven scientifically. Because the very definition of faith is the belief in something without evidence. Am I
I'll tell
right?
you the problem, right? I'll tell you the problem with this proposition of yours. You're confined in science, right? But when it comes to metaphysics, science have no legs to stand upon it, right?
Metaphysics, so
Whenever
pseudoscience.
let me complete my point, right? Then I'll allow you to talk, right? So when we start talking about supernatural, look what we're doing. We are going out of the realm of science, which can deal in natural, right? And talking about something that supersedes the natural, which comes in the realm of supernatural. So whenever it comes to God, science is out of the discussion, though. You can have a philosophical one, but science is, I mean, you can't, put science in the discussion of God. It can be a purely a philosophical discourse, right?
You said you wanted to have a scientific discourse.
Absolutely. I wanted to have a scientific discourse and wanted to talk about the limitation of science and why can't we talk about science when it comes to the supernatural. That's what I want to talk about.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
Sorry?
Just to give you an idea of the complete, let me ask you a question.
Go on.
Just to give you an idea of the complete contradiction that is an all-powerful creator God. God
Okay.
can create anything, correct? Yes or no?
No. It's not anything.
Can he create anything?
He creates what he wills. He creates what he wills. It's not anything, right? It's not
But
something
would
like,
it be
can
possible for
God
God
create
to
a
create
stone
anything? Is
which he
God
can't lift?
all-powerful?
Sorry?
Is God all-powerful? He could theoretically create anything, right?
Yes, and his power connects to the rationalities and not irrationalities. That's one thing you have to understand. I mean, you can't ask a
Okay,
question
second
that.
thing. Second question, very vital.
Go on.
God can do anything. Like God's power is limitless. So, can God create a boulder so large that not
Again,
even he could lift it?
I think I have answered it before you have asked this question. I said God's power
You haven't
connects to the.
answered anything.
Hold on. Understand this, right? God's power connects to the rationalities, not irrationalities. You can't ask something, you can't ask about God something which doesn't fit in his attributes, right? You're asking me a question like, can God create a God? If he can't, then he's not powerful, right? It's a contradiction. No, his power connects
It's
to the
not a contradiction, it's
rationalities.
a paradox.
Sorry?
It's not a contradiction, it's a paradox. Because
It's
if
not.
God is all
No,
powerful,
it's a
then
problem with
he
your
should be
logic,
able to
though.
lift the boulder.
You have to understand God holistically. Look, when I talk about God, I'm not talking about only power. I'm talking about wisdom. I'm talking about the first and the last. I'm talking about something, you know. There are more than there are 99 names and attributes of God, right? And nothing, no attribute of God is irrational. So you can't ask a question that, can God do something that's irrational, or can God lie? Because it doesn't come into the attributes of God, right? That's a contradiction. You have to correct your question before asking me.
Okay. What version of God are we talking about? Because the three
Let's talk about
peoples
the
of the book,
creator. Let's talk about the creator, because I think that would be quite nice in the discussion, right?
well,
Let's talk.
what doctrine are you talking about?
Sorry?
What religious doctrine are you talking about? Are we talking about
I believe,
Christianity? Are we talking
I'm a
about
Muslim, right? We
Judaism? Are we
believe,
talking about
yes,
Islam?
right. I'm a Muslim. We believe in the same God, like Judeo-Christian God. It's one God, right? So I am talking about one God.
Right, just different holy books and different messiahs.
Sorry, you just have to raise your voice a bit because I'm in the street, so I'm having some problems in hearing you.
So, the same overall God, just different holy books and different messiahs.
It's one God, right? Yeah, it's the same God. Yeah, I believe in one God. There aren't two or three gods. There is just one God. But we can talk about the Creator, right? Because the Creator is something which every religion accepts, right? Every religion accepts that there is a Creator to this universe, right? So let's go with that one.
Okay. So then let me ask you this, and this is something that theists love to do. What came before the creator? You said all things have a creator. What created the creator? How did the creator get here?
If you heard it carefully, I said every creation has a creator. So God is not a creation, therefore he can't have a creator, right? God is the creator. So the moment you're asking this question, who created the creator, it's like, you're not asking about God, you're asking about creation. So I'm talking about the creator, right? There is a difference. Every creation has a creator. Creator who created the entire cosmos doesn't have a creator. If that had a creator, then there is a problem of this infinite regress of causes, and we can't have the universe in the first place. It's very famous in philosophy of science.
Now, okay, so the creator always was. So I could easily say that the singularity that the Big Bang started from always was. It was just.
Sorry, you have to repeat your question.
That's essentially the argument that you're giving me. God was always there. Well, you know what? The quantum singularity was always there, and that's how the Big Bang started.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
It was just always there.
What
I'm saying is
that singularity. What is singularity? Can we talk about that? Singularity is actually nothing, right?
A quantum singularity?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the theory behind the Big Bang?
Yes.
Like, do you comprehend that?
So the question is, what pushed it? It's not about singularity being there. It's about the pushing, right? What pushed the singularity? What caused the bang, right? If you have no other option than either to go by nothing or self-creation or created by many creators, or there was one unique supreme creator, right? You just have these four options. So you have to tell me which one do you go by with. Either you go by nothing or a self-creation, or there was a creator that created this creation. Sorry.
I haven't said anything. I'm listening.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I'm listening.
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that there had to be something. There had to be some sort of creator. Now,
you know why?
I propose.
Let me tell you why. Because
enlighten me.
First, causality is a metaphysical principle, right? You have to have a cause preceding the effect, right? It's not possible for something to arise out of nothing. And when I talk about nothing, I'm talking about philosophical nothing, not the scientific nothing, right? There is a difference. So the causality is a metaphysical principle. So yeah, go on.
Okay, so what you're saying is that something cannot come from nothing. So therefore, by your logic, everything must have a creator. Therefore, God must have a creator. What created God?
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? I said,
yes, I've been listening to you. I've been listening to you the whole time.
Right. From philosophical nothing, it's impossible to get anything because we lack potential. We lack existence. We are talking about non-being, right? It's impossible to get being from non-being, right? And to answer the question of who created the creator is something which I have earlier answered, because I don't believe that the creator of this cosmos can have a creator, because when we talk about God, we are not talking about the creation, we are talking about the creator of everything. So it's a contradiction. Second, if the creator had a creator, then we're gonna fall into the problem of infinite regress, which has no philosophical or scientific solution. So there has to be a creator that doesn't have a creator, right? That's what I mean.